Christine with Christine Chaucelat. Welcome to my live. So you know what's interesting? Having it this way, I don't know if I'm live. So that's kind of strange. So let me get my computer onto the page so I know what's happening. And then make sure you sprinkle out my video. This one's going to be a fun one. So I am doing the back to basics. As you guys remember, I shared that I was going to do this. So today is the first class in the series, and there's a bunch. So there's a bunch of series, so I'm going to just keep going, okay? So make sure that you have your notifications set. If you want to be notified, go ahead and type in the word notify down below, and I will add you to my notification broadcast. And so I will go ahead and do that. So this isn't a bad view, right? Hi, Sandy. Day messed with my, he hit it. So he hit my little thing that holds my phone. So he hit it and then he tried to fix it. And so hopefully it looks like it's okay. I can put us a little closer if you think it needs to be. So just mention down below if you think we need to be a little bit closer, and I could do that. Okay, so this is going to be fun. Are you so excited about Chalking 101, guys? So this is going to be super fun. I'm actually going to use a board and base, okay? In the link that I shared, it actually also is for the board and base and the transfers that we're using, which for some odd reason, I don't even have over here. I have it over there. I don't even know if it's over there. It might be right here. How funny is that? Guys, what am I doing? Where is it? All right, hold please, let's find this. It is the Scarecrow one. Here it is. It's the Scarecrow one. So this is the one that we're gonna do today, and I'm super excited. It's all gonna be one color, friends, okay? We are gonna learn so much, okay? This one, like I said, is gonna be a very basic one, very back to basics. I'm gonna save this in the videos so you can find this in the files too. So anybody that's new to my page or new to Couture can make sure that you can come back and figure this out. I'm gonna actually start because anything that you use that is a chalkboard or glass or stuff that you can wipe things off of, you can wash our stencils, our paste off, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that first because this is the one I'm gonna use, okay? I know it's sad to take the dog is in charge off of here, but we all know he's in charge. We all know he's in charge. I agree with you, Sandy. So this is one, and it's called Scarecrow, and this is one that I was going to use on our acrylic, and so I might end up doing that again on our acrylic when I teach you guys water painting, but we'll see. By the time we get to water painting, that's pretty advanced. By the time we get into water painting, I will probably be on to Christmas. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This is called a paste scraper, okay? I have a bunch of these in stock, so if you're interested, this is a paste scraper. And so then we are going to take the edge of this paste scraper here. So you see that I watered it down, which is regular water, nothing fancy. And then we're just going to scrape our paste off. So you see how fun that is? This, and I'm having to put a little bit of pressure. So are you noticing I am hi Maria, I am having to put a little bit of pressure on here, okay? So it's not like I'm just doing whoop and it's just gonna come right off, okay? So it is important about that. And that's why I like making sure that I put a little bit of water on here and let it sit for a few seconds, or a minute or two, because that way, then you don't have to worry about getting too much on your board eraser. And I'm all about saving my board erasers. So I am trying, over time now, I've been working really hard to find better ways so my board erasers last a little bit longer. It's the little things, friends, the little things. So, okay, so here is, we're gonna go ahead and take some of this excess off because we don't need all of this excess, okay? So we'll just take a little bit of that off. And then I brought my board eraser over So these are the board erasers, also in your cart link. These are not magic erasers, okay? This is a board eraser. There's no chemicals in it, so this is why we like to use this, because there's no chemicals. We're gonna just spray it just a little bit again, and then you guys wanna watch. So we're gonna take the board eraser, and then this is how it looks, and we're just going to wash it off, okay? This is why I'm so obsessed with my chalk stuff, guys. Because, and if you're new to me, Mark knew down there, so I know, because you guys are going to want to get in my VIP group if you're new, and you're going to want to type the word notify so you can get notified when I go live, so you can learn all the next fun techniques. Again, we're going chalking, we're going to do wood, we're doing chalkboards, we're going to do wood, we're going to do fabric, we're going to do advanced techniques, we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff in this series. I'm super excited. I planned everything, so I feel like a little teacher. So do my fun. Hi, Pam. So yeah, I feel like a little teacher. My sister was so proud of me. All right, so yeah, so if you're new, make sure you get into my VIP group. We share a bunch of inspiration ideas, insider information, sales, all kinds of things are over there. All right. And then also in the cart link, I added a fuzzing towel. This is really great for beginners. Again, these are things that will last you. I have the same fuzzing towel from when I started 4 years ago. All right, so in your fuzzing towel, in your cart link, you'll get this tool, okay, and it's called a toolkit. You're gonna get 2 of the board erasers. You will get a pair of transfer scissors. Okay, I'm not using these today, but these are fantastic to cut our transfers. You will get a mini squeegee, okay? You get a mini squeegee, and you get one more thing, friends. What do you think it is? Let me see. It is one more thing, I remember. But what is it? For some reason, I can picture it. But what is it? It is a multi-tool. Perfect. So it is the multi-tool, which I absolutely love. This is a little squeegee down here, so it's nice, cute squeegee, and that is the difference. So if you notice, look at how fun, right? So that is the difference. So this is everything that you guys will get. You know, I have to check, because is this a mini squeegee or is it a small squeegee? What? It's a small squeegee, guys. Oh, I did not ever realize that because it looks so small. It's a small squeegee. This is the mini, this is the small. You guys get a small squeegee. So you will get this kit, okay? Then you're gonna get a paste. You will get the board and base, all right? And then you get this transfer. So this is everything that's in the cart link, all right? If you're not a Perks member, go ahead and click on the Perks member, sign up to be a Perks member before you purchase, and it gives you 30% off, okay? So hopefully that's really good. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Joanne. Hopefully that is some good information for all my newbies, okay? All right, so here we go. So that's how we go ahead and clean our board and base, okay? I already have something on the side. I'm gonna leave it. This is double-sided, so you can put something on each side. I'm going to leave this one because I absolutely love this. It'll never ever come off of here, okay? So I just absolutely love this. And I will teach you how to do multicolors. Not yet, not yet. So we're gonna do all one color on this side, okay? And ladies, anybody, hi Colleen, anybody that has been doing this for a long time, and if I'm missing anything, feel free to comment it below so I can share it out there, all right? But here is what we're gonna do. So this is called a stencil. I call them transfers as well, but it is a silk screen stencil, okay? And this is what I call a backer sheet, all right? So the biggest thing to know is this is a screen. So do you see this clear part, right? That is all screen, okay? And that is what we're gonna push our paste through to make the design on whatever surface we're using. All right, so we have graphic artists just sitting around creating these amazing designs, which I absolutely love. So you wanna keep this, do not throw this away. So we're gonna keep this. And then this is super sticky. So do you see how sticky this is, right? These are gonna be used over and over and over again. As long as you take care of it, do what I'm telling you, do what I'm teaching you today, and you can keep it probably about gosh, I used to say 10 to 12 times, but my ladies that come to chalk night can agree that we can get a good 20 uses out of these. Okay, so you take care of them and it'll last you. Okay, so with our fuzzing towel, we're gonna go ahead and fuzz our transfer. So truly what it's saying, it's creating fuzz, taking fuzz from our towel and putting it on the back of our sticky transfer so it's not as sticky. Okay, with a brand new transfer, I like to do it probably about 3-4 times depending on how sticky it is. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna make sure it's on the same so we're not upside down. Okay, so we're gonna put it right here. Michelle, how are you? How are you feeling, my friend? I'm doing fantastic. I went to this shop today. I have all kinds of new things that I'm doing with my paints and stuff, so I'm super excited. I made some color swatches, all kinds of fun stuff. So put some good thoughts out there for me to sell my paints. Put some good thoughts out there, please. Okay, so as you can see, I just did this. The reason I'm doing that is to get rid of air bubbles, okay? So I use the harder part of my squeegee, okay? So this harder part, actually I'll use a small one so you guys can see a little bit better. This is the harder part, so I just take it and I'm just pushing the air bubbles down so you don't have any issues, okay? Really important for a beginner, just in case you don't see those air bubbles. Okay, so that's now how it's gonna look, all right? And then we're gonna go ahead and open our paste. So this is the paste, it's water soluble, which is what you already see me do. You see me take it off. I decorate my Jeep too. So my Jeep windows, I decorate as well. Same exact thing, I spray it with water when I'm done. I take my paste scraper, take it off and put a new design. Same thing. You can do it on mirrors, same process as a chalkboard, okay? So same thing. You can do candle, like these jars. We can decorate the backs of these jars and then wash it off and do this, you know, next holiday, right? So it's wonderful. I don't have enough white in here, okay? So I have a new one. I didn't think it felt weird. Okay, the one thing that doesn't come in that kit, which I'm kind of surprised by, is a stir stick. So, first time customers, I will send you some stir sticks. Okay, so there's that. All right, and so here's a stir stick. Boop. So this is a stir stick. A stir stick, you get 24 in a pack. Okay, this is another thing that'll last you forever. And just so you know, in that thing that I showed you, this kit, this will last you forever. Literally, truly forever. Literally, truly forever, no exaggerations, okay? These are the only things you'll have to replace in this little kit, okay? This will have to be replaced. This board and base will last you forever, okay? So you find a good spot for it in your home, keep changing it out, it's wonderful. Wonderful staple to have in your home, okay? So we're gonna take this stir stick and we're going to stir our paste, okay? So we're gonna stir it. It should feel, and like when you're stirring it, it should look and feel like sour cream, like a yogurty type texture. Okay, so you're just gonna keep stirring it until you get that. I like to grab the edges too. Some people do use this part here to stir, okay? I don't, because I feel like too much of my paste, which is gold to me, too much of my paste gets on here, and then I'm wasting it, okay? So I don't do that. Where with this, I can get the majority of all of it off of here, okay, with my stir sticks, all right? So now that it's good, right, we are gonna now take the beveled edge of our squeegee, all right? So this right here, beveled edge of our squeegee, and I would love, love, love to know when you guys go to try this yourself, put it in the comments, do it step by step. See if I'm missing something. See if you guys have questions, put it down below. You can always text me, you can always message me. I would love to know if I am missing anything because I've been doing this for 4 years. So going back to a basic, you know, I haven't shared some of this stuff in a while. So please make sure you let me know. All right, so a little goes a long way, okay? So as you can see, this is how much I'm putting on, all right? You can always dip back into it. You can always put your excess back into it too. And we're gonna just go ahead and take this, and do you see how I'm doing it on an angle? Okay, so my hand is like this. I'm doing it kind of on an angle. and I'm just going like that. Do you see that? Because you're pushing your paste into the screen, okay? So anywhere that you see screen, with paste, it doesn't matter which ways you go. You can go all over the place. Just don't do this. Don't do that, okay? You're gonna just do this. If you need to take this off so you don't get it over here, you can, all right? However, I'm gonna also show you, let's say hypothetically you are brand new, right? And you are not 100% sure how to hold this sucker because, you know, it's a new tool. You're not sure what's happening yet. And you just go like that, okay? So I'm taking all my excess off and I'm getting rid of lines. Do you see that? So get rid of your lines, okay? Like so. So get rid of your lines. You see I made a boo-boo, right? We're gonna put all of our excess back in here. And then you clean this just with water, okay? So just regular old water. I'm gonna take this off of here too. Do you see how much I was able to scrape off? For some reason, I can't scrape that off as well in my other stuff. We're gonna close this right away, all right? You have about 3 to 4 minutes to get this off of here, okay, before it starts drying. I'm gonna make sure you know, here's what I haven't said in a long time either. When you take your transfer off, you go from the top to bottom or side to side, never ever corner to corner. So you see me start from the corner, and then now I brought my finger to the middle part, okay? And now this is when we peel, reveal, and squeal. Like that's a real thing, all right? So we're gonna go slow, and I am gonna go slow because if there is any touch-ups, now is when you would hurry up and do a touch-up, even though I closed everything, so that was kind of probably dumb. But do you see it? Look at how flippin' fantastic that is. Ah, isn't that amazing? So then this we're gonna wash. All right, I'm gonna show you in a second. For right now, I got one of these mats from the Dollar Tree. Okay, it's just a dishwashing mat. Okay, I'm gonna throw some water on it again. You can get a spray bottle wherever the heck you want to. And we're gonna put that to the side just for right now because now I wanna show you, all right, here is our finished piece, but you see this little spot right there, right? This is why I love chalk so much because it's gonna just wipe off, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna take my little board eraser, and if you don't have a board eraser, you can, like, if you don't have it by you or you notice it later or, you know, whatever, do a paper towel. You know, it doesn't make a bit of difference, but we're just gonna go like this, and we're gonna just wipe it off. Boop. And done. And you just do it very, very carefully so you don't hit anything here, okay? And then boom, that is it, okay? So I am going to put it in my trusty little stand here. This is my base. As you can see, I have this side that has a little ladybug, and I just love him so much. This side is going to be here, so it's fine. It's going to still look fall. I just do not care. I just glued this right on here so it doesn't come off now. So there you go. Okay, so this is the finished product. Look at how flippin' easy that was. Okay, you can put the ribbon on here to make it look cutesy. You can do all kinds of different things to make this look more cutesy, okay? So this is a completed project now, all right? And now I'm gonna show you how we finish this, okay? So now we're going to spray a little bit more, and we're gonna take our board eraser, and now we're gonna wash this, okay? Much easier to do when you are in a sink, all right? So normally you would take this right over to your sink. If only I had a sink in here, all right? And we're gonna do that on both sides, right? All right. And for those that have been doing this with me for 4 years or less, or, you know, been doing this with me for a while, I know that this is probably like, oh my gosh, this is so great. I do all of this. This all comes naturally to me now, right? That is probably what you're thinking. That holy cow, this all comes naturally. There's a lot of steps here. And for new people, it's intimidating. And some of you guys watching right now, I know. So tell me down below. Oh, Maria has a question. Tell me down below too. How long have you been doing chalk? How long have you been doing this? What is your question, Maria? So I'm going to put it here because I didn't like the stuff that was coming up here. So I didn't like that. So I'm going to just do it here. And let's see what Maria's question is. And then we're gonna just do this again. Maria's typing her question. So just so you know, if you are new to my page, we do have a thing. Normally we'll go wait or something, and then we pause. They type out the questions, especially if I'm doing something too fast, or if there's a question, or if I'm making a mistake, which happens, or if something's going on, they will type hurry up, type wait, and then I will just sit and wait. All right, so with a fuzzing towel, let's see what Maria says. Does it make a difference what side of the mat we use to dry the transfer? That's so great. So Maria, I was just about to tell you about the fuzzing towel. So that was what I was about to tell you. You're great. Okay, the mat is different, okay? So the mat, you can do it however you want to, okay? So as you can see, this is usually where I will put my transfers on here. I spray it with my water, and then I go to the sink after my live and I wash my transfer, okay? With you guys, if you noticed, I did start on this, but because this is absolutely disgusting, some of the fuzz and some of the old stuff here was getting on my transfer, and I did not like that. So that's why I went and just started doing it on my tabletop, okay? So that was a great question. However, this fuzzing towel that you get in this kit has two sides. So you see the dark side and you see this lighter side, okay? This is cotton, okay, friends? So this is cotton. This is what you were using to fuzz our transfer, okay? Just this darker side. It took me a while to figure that out because it does not come with directions, okay? So this part is for fuzzing. This part, which is a microfiber side, this is the part that you use to dry your transfer, okay? So now that this is wet, okay, this is wet, so we're gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna just close it, and we are just going to do this. I like doing it this way, friends. So at chalk night, so I have a monthly chalk night here. At chalk night, we wash our stuff, and then we do sticky side face up, all right, and then we leave it there until the end of the night, and then we put them on our backer sheets. The longer you do that, your stickiness is going to be less sticky. So the best thing to do is to dry it and put it back as fast as you can, because it'll get less sticky over time because the air is going to dry it out. Does that make sense? So, ooh, distilled water. Good job, Sandy. Oh, that's a big one for a... I'm on year 2. Yes, you are, Colleen. I'm excited. Distilled water is a big plus when you're talking about chalk. So Sandy was saying with the distilled, because if for some reason, this might be a lot for you guys to realize for a newbie, if your paste is getting dry, you don't have to stress about it. You can add water to it, okay? So we would take like this here water, you would throw some distilled water in it and then mix it up, and it would be creamy dreamy all over again, okay? So hopefully I didn't lose you there, but that's what you do. Okay, so now this is sticky again. Do you see that? So it's all sticky again, being ready to be used over and over again, right? So now we're gonna go ahead and take, oh, here it is. We're gonna take our backer. Yay, Sandy's about 2 years too. There's a white side of your backer, and then there's like a yellowish side. We use the white side, and we're gonna put the transfer right back on the white side, okay? Easy peasy when you have something small. It gets a little harder the bigger your transfers go, okay? I will also tell you, I should have had them here next to me. Let me grab them real fast, so hold please. Hold 1 second. Hold. Don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna grab some random things here. So don't leave me. Don't leave. Okay. This is what I wanted to grab for you. So for all my newbies, these are the different sizes of transfers that we have that you'll notice on my website. We started with a cute little one. This is what we call an A size, but it's a 4.5 by, it's 5 by 7, I think, on the list, but 4.5 by 6, okay? Then, ooh, Pam's 3. And then this is an 8.5 by 11. This one is a 12 by 18. This one is our next one. This is an 18 by 18, okay? And then we have our 18 by 24s. These are the ones that'll go on these big giant frames, okay? Or pieces of wood if you have it, or, you know, whatever. So those are the different sizes that we have a ton of transfers in, okay? We also came up with 2 other sizes. One is our 9 by 9, okay? So this one's our 9 by 9. And then we also have a 12 by, oh gosh, what is the size, friends? What is the size? Oh my, I don't know what size this is. So when you're on my website, you know, scanning and looking around and doing all of that type of stuff, this is an 18. This is a 6 by 18, okay? So when you're scanning, you'll kind of have an idea. I will tell you it's so important for everybody, okay, including myself, all of you, to pay attention to the sizes, okay? So I thought this one, when I saw it first released, I was thinking that this was bigger, okay? So I did think this was gonna be this size, okay? So I was not paying attention. I was just ordering stuff. So make sure you pay attention. Size is important, right? So this one here is, that's it. You're gonna have this, and then you're gonna put it right back in your carrying sheet, okay? I like to do this. Did you see me just do that? So I'll do it again. Hold on. See, this is one of those things that I just do and I don't think about it. So there is a bottom that has a sticky part, okay? If you try to put this in now, you're gonna go insane and you're never gonna wanna do this again. Okay, so you're going to lift it and you're gonna push this in here like that, all right? So it's gonna be kind of like a pocket. Now you're gonna put this in, okay? So now you will push it in. Sometimes it sticks like that, don't worry. And you're gonna push it in there, just like that. And then you're just going to come in here, grab this again, and then close it, okay? So, boom, that is it. I will also tell you, for anybody that's new too, the back of this gives you everything you need to know. Okay, so the back of this is your instructions. So you have the use and the care on the side, and then you have pictures on the bottom, and you have the name of it down here too. Okay, so the name is Scarecrow, and it's down here as well. And then all of the information that you need, how to use it, the prep and peel, the fuzzing, the everything, applying it, removing it, everything you need to know. Okay, so there you go. I think, my friends, that is it. So that is what we created today. It's already dry, so just so you know, when you touch it, I wanted to make sure, because you know, who knows. But so when you touch it, it's dry. Okay, so it's dry, it's good to go. Nothing's gonna happen to it. And as you can see, I had to use water with a scraper to take it off. So it's good. Nothing's gonna happen to it. So I think that's it. So yeah, Pam, you're 3 years. Sandy's 2. Colleen is 2. Maria, I think you were in the beginning with me. Who else? Michelle, how long have you been doing it? If you're still on, how long have you been doing this? So yeah, drop it in the comments. If you're new, drop it in the comments. If you've been doing chalk, drop how many years you've been doing it. So I would be curious. And then at the end, we'll kind of see where everybody's at in their chalking series. So yeah. All right, friends, that is all I have. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this gets you excited to try it if you've never tried it. I hope that maybe for those that have been doing this for a long time, maybe I shared something that you didn't remember or that you don't do, or even more fun that you do and you don't think about, right? So I love it. All right, I will see you guys back here tomorrow for my next chalking series. So it's chalking 201 tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow night at 7. Thanks, friends. I will talk to you later. Ooh, Joanne, 8 or 9 months. Woo-hoo. All right, so now this is the weird part, friends. I have to go all the way around to shut my phone off. Okay, I'll see you later, guys. Have a good rest of your night.